This is a tarot reading for February for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The overall energy for February is shake, release, heal, move on. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This oracle card is all about the fact that animals in the wild, when they go through a traumatic experience, after the initial phase of terror surpasses, when they're frozen, then their bodies start shuddering and quivering, and they're able to actually move the stale energy of that trauma, that traumatic experience, out of their body so that they don't suffer from PTSD. And the only creatures in the wild that don't do this are humans and animals in captivity. So this card is about how you actually have to somatically and physically move stale energy, move traumatized blockages out of your body through movement. So, when you're feeling anxious or you're starting to feel like clogged up with this energy, whatever this feeling is from this trauma that you've experienced, in February, the overall energy is to adopt a movement practice. So working out, and even in the moment, like physically, like shaking off, going on a walk, moving yourself, moving the energy out of your body so you're not feeling stuck. But in a more general sense, adopting a movement practice, so yoga, exercising, anything like that, walking, running, and dedicating those practices to the idea of healing, like setting an intention before these practices and saying, this is going to be, for me to release stored traumatic energy and be able to heal and move on from whatever this is. And setting that intention before you work out, before you run, before you do yoga, before whatever it is, whatever your movement is, even if that's like just dancing a little bit every day to kind of shake it out and reset your energy. So this is your overall energy for February, but right now we're going to dig into, with the tarot, your obstacle, your weakness, your strength, and then what's an attitude that you can adopt moving forward. I've already shuffled and cut these decks, so we're going to go straight into the tarot. Let's look at your obstacle for the month of February. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What is your obstacle? What's your challenge? So your challenge is this painful ending, or this last straw that is changing the tides. It is causing some sort of chaos or disruption to the flow of your everyday life, and it is something that is going to significantly impact the rest of your life. The Tower is a major arcana card, so this is a card that's going to affect you long term. This is like a life theme that you're experiencing right now that's shifting. And so it's like whatever this last straw or this painful ending is, that is what is setting off this change. And this is a drastic change, and this is about rebuilding foundations, because the Tower card happens, the people are jumping out of the building to escape the inevitability of this tower collapsing, because it's on fire, lightning striking it, it's completely crumbling to the ground. And so instead of staying in the building and hoping that they'll be okay, they're jumping out, they're surrendering to the experience, they're going with the flow of the experience, they're not trying to hold on to and maintain this illusion that things are okay. They are escaping to freedom, or just going with the flow of the experience and going down with the tower, and this tower is not built on solid foundations to begin with. So the belief systems, or whatever this situation is, wasn't stable to begin with. So it does need to change, and the change is inevitable, and the change has been a long time coming, and it's a completion right now. You're entering a completion in February. Something is being finalized. Something is the last word spoken, or the last time that this communication happens that's hurtful towards you, or the last argument, or something like that. There's some painful ending that you are going over and over and over and over and over in your thoughts, and maybe you're trying to avoid the tower moment that's inevitable by overthinking it, or by, sitting in your suffering and kind of creating this illusion that everything's okay, because you want to you don't want to, ruffle any feathers, and you don't really want to move forward. Maybe because you're afraid of the trauma from the experience. Like, whatever this is, this ending that's happening, it is traumatic, or it's triggering something within you that happened that's like the same feeling, the same theme, the same lesson from something that happened so long ago. And so you're being triggered by that, and you might be in like the freeze mode, where you're kind of like, I don't want to move forward, I don't want to do anything. But yeah, this change is inevitable. Let's go ahead and look at what your weakness is in this situation. What's your weakness? What's something that you're not paying attention to about yourself? You have the Seven of Cups and the Chariot card. So I think that you distract yourself, and you subscribe to the overwhelmment of choices or possibilities or emotions, and you use that to stop yourself from making decisions and moving forward. It's like, I have all of these obstacles, or I have all of these challenges, or I have all of these people, or these emotions about something, or I have all these choices. Like, there's all these options available to me. I don't know what to choose, so I'm going to do nothing. Or this and this and this can go wrong. Or maybe you're like choosing things that are bad for you because temporarily they seem okay. Because in this card with the Seven of Cups, it's like a trick or treat. It's like, some things are good, some things are gifts, some things are tricks. Some things are presenting themselves to be a way to you, but that's not how it really is. And I think that you know that deep down. But again, you have another major arcana card, so it's like, the Chariot is all about moving forward, willpower, no matter what obstacles in your way, no matter what the duality is. You're still able to continue to move forward. You don't even need to really control the situation, as long as you are directing your energy towards the outcome that you desire. There's something about basically stopping yourself from making decisions, or stopping yourself from moving forward, because you're going over all the things that could go wrong, or you're choosing things to distract yourself with, or you're choosing to live in delusion instead of going towards things that are actually going to help you in the long run, that are really aligned with what it is that you want. You're choosing maybe to be stagnant here too, because you do have the overall energy being to move, to adopt a movement practice. Maybe you're choosing not to do something that you know would help you heal, because you are afraid, or maybe you've tried it before in the past and it didn't work out, and so you never want to try it again, something like that. Let's go ahead and look at your strength in this situation. What's your strength for February, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? Your strength moving forward, or your strength in this situation, I should say, actually. Your strength in this situation is that you have the ability to come up with ideas and to absorb information. You're like a sponge. You absorb information. You want to learn. You want to be knowledgeable. You're not just going about life and going about this situation willy-nilly. And, you could be using that to kind of delay yourself of like, I don't have all of the information yet, and so I'm not going to do anything. But I think that the flip side to that, the bright side to that, is that you are able to educate yourself about whatever this is, this thing that's happening that you're trying to change, the tower moment. You're trying to change, you're trying to heal from these traumatic experiences, whether they have yet to happen or they have happened, and now you're dealing with the aftermath, and you're planning to move forward. It looks like you have long-term vision because you have the Knight of Pentacles. You understand that good things come with time, and you know that this healing process isn't something that's just going to happen miraculously. Like you're going to do one thing, one yoga session, and all of a sudden all of the trauma that you've experienced is magically released from your body, and you're just free to be this wild version of yourself. That's not the case, and you know that because you are educated about yourself, about this journey, about healing in general, about movement. But I would say don't pay attention, try not to like get caught up on the details and all of that kind of stuff. You need to like really apply yourself and keep moving forward, and this is something that you need to do every single day. But I see that this is your strength, so it's like that logically, so kind of take that into consideration when your emotions and the somatic reactions that you have to stressful stimuli. It's like be able to pull on your logic and pull on your knowledge and understand what's happening in that moment. Like, my body is having a somatic reaction to this trigger. This trigger is from this, but that's not my reality anymore. So I understand that this is just like a somatic reaction. This is my body remembering something. But I know that I'm safe, I know that I'm okay, I know that it's safe for me to plan and move forward, to plant roots, to plant seeds, and to grow something new and to look towards the future. I know that logically, I have the education about that. Just really drawing on your intelligence and your logic about the situation, because when you're trying to heal, anything, it's like you're gonna have these self-doubts, you're gonna have self-sabotaging ways, you're going to, your brain's gonna cherry pick all of the negativity in your life to show you proof of why you shouldn't move forward, why you shouldn't do this or that. But yeah, just really focusing on moving through things. And with this being the Knight of Pentacles, I really think it's like, for some of you specifically, gardening, especially if you have Taurus earth placements, or just anything with your hands, anything that you can like physically do, or moving your body in general, because you are a sensory being. And so I think moving your body, so this is like knowing, like, I have a plan and I'm going to execute it, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it every day, no matter how hard it is, no matter what comes up, no matter what, I tell myself or what emotions I'm feeling, because I've had enough, and I'm just going to go with the flow of whatever this change is now. And I know that moving my body and healing my nervous system is going to be key moving forward. So let's look at an attitude that you can adopt moving forward. What's an attitude that you need to adopt moving forward for the month of February? You have the Three of Cups, so celebration, co-creation, friendships. So focusing on that and getting back out there, getting back into the world, and really building your confidence. This is all about building self-esteem. And I feel like you might only have a few people in your corner, but that's okay. I also think that you need to be able to Have gratitude for the things that you do have in your life, and be able to look towards the future, even though the landscape around you is barren and you're starting fresh or whatever this is, or like it's unknown territory and you're not really sure what can come of it. Being able to focus on how far you've come, drawing on your strengths, being able to know that as long as you keep moving physically and spiritually and energetically, you keep moving forward, you keep planning forward, you keep thinking forward, you keep building your self-esteem through keeping the promises that you've made to yourself. That's the energy moving forward. That's the attitude that you need to adopt moving forward. It's like, I'm grateful for what I have, everything that I've accomplished, and it's okay for me to have self-confidence. It's okay for me to feel like I can do things. It's okay for me to be spontaneous and to move forward and to take these leaps of faith and to have confidence in myself, and to because I do have people who support me, and it's okay that these things have happened, and that I'm still healing from certain things, and I still get triggered when I'm trying to create new things and move forward. But as long as I keep my promises to myself, my self-esteem will raise. That's the attitude that you need to have moving forward. I hope you guys liked this reading. If you did, don't forget to subscribe down below. Leave a comment. Let me know how this resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thanks.